The head of Australia's Special Operations Command has weighed into the debate about the human rights record of Indonesia's controversial Kopassus Special Forces. The ABC's confirmed Indonesian soldiers suspected of human rights abuses remain on active duty in Kopassus. However, Australia's Major General Tim McOwan says the unit is working hard to redress past wrongdoing, and he thinks the United States will be encouraged to follow the lead of Australia's SAS. It conducted a counter-terrorism exercise with Kopassus in Bali today. Indonesia correspondent Matt Brown reports from Denpasar.
The Indonesian police have their own counter-terrorism unit, but Australia's SAS is training Kopassus because it believes this military force will be the best in a hostage crisis.
We have about 440,000 Australians visit Bali every year, and it's a significant threat.
While Kopassus has a history of human rights abuse, its commander says his men can be trusted to protect Australian tourists.
I want to give information to them. Day by day, the Australian system still protected by the Kopassus.
This exercise, modelled on Mumbai-style hostage crisis, was important in more ways than one. The SAS had a chance to see a potential battleground close up. Kopassus honed its skills, and with each exercise, Kopassus can claim the shame of decades of repression, torture and murder is behind them.
We have changed already. We changed our doctrine. We changed our culture.
In my experience, the Kopassus are working assiduously to redress some of their past transgressions.
The United States military is planning to follow in the footsteps of the SAS with renewed Kopassus training. But human rights investigators say Kopassus still suffers from a culture of impunity.
Or very few people from Kopassus have been investigated, prosecuted, convicted, and served appropriate sentences for serious crimes.
The Obama administration says Kopassus members suspected of abuse must be stood aside and investigated, and those who've been convicted must be removed from the armed forces. It's a sensitive time, and Australia's Special Forces commander thinks the Americans would be encouraged by what he's seen.
I think it is probably a confidence-building measure for the US.
However, the ABC has confirmed that Kopassus officers who've been convicted of human rights abuse remain in the Indonesian military, and Kopassus itself is still tainted. The Australian training's focused on the counter-terrorism section of Kopassus, but critics argue that its members move through other parts of the unit, and some are implicated in serious abuses. Kopassus officers are expecting a visit from the commander of US forces in the Pacific next month. Matt Brown, Lateline.